I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss. Now, let's check out this comment. I think this is relevant. I think we need to be talking about this. We need to be sorting this one out. So I made a video quite recently, before I got the number 0 guard blended into the 2.5 on top. I made a video called "With Receding Hairline and No Beard, I Look Average and Less Masculine." Now granted, keep in mind, most of the titles of my videos are based on comments that other people leave. So it's funny when there's been several times in the past people get angry at my videos and they're judging it on the title. I'm like, dude, some random dude on the other side of the world said that. I'm not saying that that's what I believe, but that's the title of the video based on someone else's comment. Here's a comment that was on that video that I think we need to sort out. From July 1962. That's, you know, that's how many years before I was born? Like 19 years before I was born. Quote, "Lots of guys would feel blessed to look as average as you consider yourself. Even in this minimalistic look, you're a good-looking man, far from average, but those horn-rimmed glasses and that way too big hat does add to the nerdy look. Growing out your hair and beard absolutely adds to your overall handsomeness. I would definitely push the envelope if I were you and get some length on the beard and the hair. Get some more fashionable glasses and a smaller hat that fits well." Just my 2 cents. So thank you, and I appreciate your 2 cents. Absolutely. Let's turn that into a quarter by elaborating on this. So let me bring back the hat and the glasses that we're talking about. So here's the hat, and I just, you know, this is just kind of my lazy hat that, like, if you're wearing glasses, it doesn't interfere at all with that. Oh wait, was it these? Yeah, it was these glasses. So imagine in real life, you know, more of the hipster vibe or whatever. So, you know, there could be this, and oh yeah, now you've become ugly. Like, you know, was it in those movies, She's All That, and it's like, if you put glasses on her, if you take her glasses off, she's suddenly beautiful, but when she has the glasses on, no one can see that she's pretty, which is hilarious. I think that a similar concept in, I guess the show New Girl, Zoe Chanel, whatever her name is that way too. Like, oh, put glasses on her, she's not attractive. Let's explore that, which, by the way, in reality, I'm more likely to wear a hat like this. I mean, granted, baseball caps or whatever, but this is more my speed. And when you see me singing in those songs, which, by the way, I don't care about hair loss, but it generates me the most ad revenue. The only thing I actually care about as far as videos is those songs that I'm writing and singing with my wife. That's what I actually care about. They're not as popular, they don't make me as much money, but ultimately it's like, let me hash through 15 of these silly hair videos so that it keeps my channel popular enough so that our songs can reach more people. That's really what I actually care about, but people don't care what I actually care about. They only care about what they're in. It's called the free market. All right, so in reality, it's probably more like this. These are often the glasses that I would be wearing with this. Now, so going back to the concept though, that, okay, in theory, let's say I am an average looking man, which again, I don't care. And specifically, I don't really need or really necessarily want to be a quote good looking guy, because then more pressure is on you and your identity on that. But it's just like with a girl. So a girl puts on big goofy glasses, she's not pretty anymore. Yeah, right. We can see through the glasses. We know that she's very attractive. Same thing with guys. But if anything, I think there's a good plan behind downplaying your looks to begin with, whether you're attractive or not. When you can say, hey, this is who I really am, this is me, no filter, people can actually see what you're actually about. And the same thing I always say about how guys are caught up in their own looks to attract girls. I'm like, no, it's the opposite, dude. It should be that you care so little about your looks. You do the best with what you have, and you look tidy and nice and all that, but ultimately, she's the one having to worry about her looks for you. So you have a lot less pressure, which is, again, one of the reasons my hair loss videos are so pointless. You're not being judged on your hairline. You're being judged on being interesting. Closing thought. One of my favorites is when people will leave random comments on my video I've never heard of them before, and they'll say, "This is boring." And here's what I say. Am I boring or are you boring? I say boring people get bored, right? They need something to entertain them. Nirvana song, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Here we are now, entertain us, right? I don't need to be entertained. I've already got a life. I know what I'm doing. I've got things figured out. I make these videos to make money and to entertain you or whatever, but ultimately it's just funny because a lot of times people are boring and that's their actual problem. But that doesn't fly in the title of a video. No one wants to say, let me watch this video. He's going to tell me that I'm boring. Let me watch this. No, I have to package it into the video so that you can possibly have an epiphany that you desperately need. Your problem is that you're boring. Your problem is that you're not interesting. Get interesting. Like Nick Shell, I'm interesting. I can be talking about something as dull as hair loss for thousands of videos and it's still interesting because I'm interesting and I know that. Who cares about hair loss? What the actual thing I'm really teaching you is how to be someone that people want to be around. Someone who has something interesting to say and someone who knows how to ultimately by default exploit the thing that the other people care about so that they are more interested in you. Let me say that again. And remember, I'm a recruiter, I'm in sales. I know the art of this. People don't care about you. They care about themselves. So the moment you can hone in to whatever it is that they're obsessed with, you build up that for them. You show that you care about that you're interested. You provide feedback for that. You compliment them on that thing that they care about. They suddenly think that you're interesting. And that's what you want. You want people to think you're interesting. And it's funny because it's like Andy Bernard in the office, his whole tactic when he got transferred to the Scranton branch was to mimic personalities. And for a good long while, it worked for him. So much of life actually is that. It's not about Nick Shell. It's about Nick Shell recognizing what people want to see. And it's the same for you. It's about you. What's your name? Tristan? It's a Spanish name, huh? Okay. Tristan. You're watching my video and you're how old? 8? You're about to turn 18? Okay. So it's about Tristan thinking, you know what? Nobody really cares about Tristan so much, but what about Claire? What about RJ over there? What about all these people? How do I become interesting to them? Why don't I start focusing on what they care about? Because you become instantly better looking when you're more interesting. Become interesting. Hashtag get interesting. Your comments belong right here.